Okay, guys, it's story time.
No, it's not.
What? Oops, my kid's asleep.
It's bedtime.
My kid's asleep or trying to go to sleep. So nature been slacking on story time, so I figured that I would come in. It's Thursday. I figured I would go ahead and tell a story. I'm gonna tell the story about the time that we was trying to go up to a Tasha Cobbs concert, live recording, and she wanted to go so bad. Came up in her memories the other day, and she shared it with me, and it just reminds me of the time that I got arrested for the first time. No, this isn't about Sinatra. This is about me. It's about the both of us. Anyways, it was October the 13th. October 13th of 2014, I think it was a year before we got married. I think we was engaged. Plan was to drive up to South Carolina, go to the live recording, and then drive back the same night so that I could be to work in the morning. So, let's tell you how this went through. We dropped Jaden off to school. At the time, it was, I gotta keep my voice down because kids trying to go to sleep at 10:50. But we dropped Jaden off to school. He was in kindergarten. It was only me, Sinatra, and Jaden. We weren't even married yet. Drop him off to school, and then we get on the road. What is that? I-4, I-95, something. We go down the road so that we can go towards South Carolina. Everything's going good. We had rented a car. It was a Chevy Cruze, red Chevy Cruze. And around this time, I had my Pathfinder, and you know, it wasn't in the best shape. So it was red. It was maybe it was blue. Blue Chevy Cruze, whatever. It was a Chevy Cruze. So we cruising. We having a good time. We listening to the gospel music, you know. At the time, I think we had just finished listening to Been Good to Me. It was James Fortune and Alexis Spike. I forget what that song's called. Anyways, we was cruising. We go in Georgia. We're going through Georgia, and I'm just cruising. I don't even know what speed I'm going. All of a sudden, we see this police car barreling down, mind you, an empty road. There was nobody on the road. Like, it was a clear day, sunny skies. Nobody was on the road, or barely nobody. He's barreling down the road, and he rides up on us. I'm like, yo, he's pulling up on us. So I pull over or whatever. He, checked the license and everything. While he in the cop car doing what cops do, we just sitting there. We feeling good, feeling great. We cracking jokes. We, we chill. He comes back, asks me to step out the car. Now, remind you, I've never been arrested in my life before. So he asked me to step out the car, and I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it. I mean, serious. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, all right, let's step out the car. He brought me to the back of the car, had me put my hands on the back of the car. He was patting me down. He was like, so you got any paraphernalia on you? I'm like, no. So then he put my hand behind my back and clink, and I'm like, what? He said, you're being arrested for reckless driving. I'm like, what the heck? First of all, I didn't even know I was going 100 miles per hour because the car was smoother than what I'm used to in my Pathfinder. So first of all, okay, I'm not swerving in between lanes. We're literally driving safe, just going at a high speed. Anyways, I didn't say nothing. I didn't mouth off back to the man or whatever. I'm like, heart beating and everything. I'm shocked. But I sit in the back of the cop car. Sinatra, she gets in the driver's seat, and she, basically follows us to the jail. And she'll probably tell her version of the story with a lot more entertaining odds and ends other than me. But anyways, I'm in the driver's seat right now, and she's gonna come. And I'm thinking,
Or I could do it right now. No, I'm just playing.
no, you can take over. I'm encouraging you.
I really don't. I don't have a bra. My lips are ashy. My locks are looking crazy.
Lord, if you just do it from your neck up, it'll be all right.
So what?
I said if you just do it from your neck up, it'll be all right. You look good. Okay. But anyways, so we get to the police department. I'm booked. You know, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that the police had a garage. And I'm like thinking in my mind, I'm like, yo. In my mind, I'm like, you know, this is sort of kind of cool to see a part of the police station I never seen before. You know, too bad I'm not visiting. But so we pull in the garage or whatever. I come out. They have me put on the orange shirt, you know, and they take my booking pictures, which I, to this day, have never even, you know, found my booking pictures from my mugshot or whatever. So take my picture. I didn't get put in the cell the whole time I was there. I got put in the visiting area, you know, you got the glass in between you and you can see the other person. So I was sitting in there and wound up sitting in there for like 2 hours while Sinatra was trying to, you know, work things out. You know, she was calling at the time her group GC3. She called her mom like, yo, Emerson in jail, you know, we need X amount of money to get him out, or you know, this, that, and the third. She was going to bat for me. She's ride or die. She's trying to break me out of there. She's trying to get me out of there. So we wound up calling Apostle Mark Jones, and we wound up calling Apostle Mark Jones, and he told Sinatra to have me call him. So I called him, and he was just like, yeah, pretty much, you know, why are you in jail? Do you understand what you did to get there? And I'm like, yeah, I was, you know, speeding, you know, didn't really think I was, or whatever the case may be. But he was just like, all right, give me a little bit of time, and, you know, I'll handle it or whatever. So after that, it was about, you know, 30 minutes. I'm sweating. I'm in there. I'm like, yo, you said you was going to work it out. You know, it's 30 minutes. I'm ready to get up out of here. You know, 30 minutes passed. Then the Bill Bondsman come, talk to Sinatra. They talk to the people, and they get me out. Or whatever. Mind you, we were on our way to a concert, leaving from Florida, driving through Georgia, going into South Carolina to get to see Tasha Cobb's live recording. So 2 hours of our trip wasted when we would have got there early with enough time to spare. Now, I was in there for 2 hours before we figured out what we was going to do for me to be able to make bail to get out. And then the whole other story about how I had to go back to Georgia to go to court is a whole nother thing for another time. But anyways, we get out of there. We make it to South Carolina. We make it for like the last couple of songs of the live recording. We walked in when they was doing Christmas Praise. This was off of her The Place live album. And she was doing a Christmas Praise song. And then after that, it was her and Jamie Grace, and they did Solid, My Solid Rock. Y'all know that song. If y'all don't, check it out. Anyways, got there, you know, and that was that. And we left. Well, remember, I said the plan was... Sorry, I'm loud again. Okay. Remember, I said the plan was to drive up there, to go to the concert, and then I got booked in Cook County, Georgia. Stay away from there. Don't speed in Georgia at all. I think to this day I got another... from that same thing, I got, you know... The thing they do in Georgia is they give you 2 tickets, a regular ticket, and then a super speeding ticket. I don't know what that's all about. But I've been being careful. Whenever we go through Georgia, Sinatra's driving. I'm not. You should have saw her face. No, just in case, you know, I don't know how to look up my record in Georgia. So if y'all know how to look up records in Georgia, let me know so I can, you know, work that out if I still need to. Anyways. The plan was to go up there, go to the concert, and then come back. Well, we were so tired after the whole fiasco. there was a Burger King that was across the street from the church where the concert was at. So we like, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go across the street. We finna rest in this parking lot, you know, before we got to get up on the road. Man, we was tapped out. We was tapped out. That was some good sleep though. You know, when you real sleep, that was some good sleep. So we like, all right, we got to get up. Got to get on the road because the objective is to get back into town. So we get on the road. We drive for like 30 to 45 minutes. We hit up a rest station. And we went to sleep again. Yeah, we tapped out again. And I just, you know, we weren't going to make it back to town that next morning. So at that point, it was just like, all right, we're not going to make it back to town. It is what it is. We just going to get there, tell my supervisor, you know, I wound up getting arrested and make it seem like that's what caused me to not get back to work on time. So that day was just a wash. So also, what?
Was that the same time it was raining and we had to stay at home?
Yeah. So also, the next day when we were on our way back, it was raining in Georgia. It was cold. Also, when I went up there, you know, us being young people, we living on the wild side. So it didn't matter that I didn't have a whole lot of money. I had just enough to do what we were wanting to do. So my thing was, we was going to drive up there, you know, and if push come to shove and we need gas, guess what? I'm finna overdraft my account and fill up the tank. Man, we was up there with no money because something went on with my account to where I didn't have, you know, if I didn't have money to bail out, I definitely didn't have money for nothing else. We was just gonna go up there, go to a concert, come back, use food stamps that Sinatra had to eat.
We did not have no money. Okay?
Jack.
Emerson is playing it real light. We was broke, okay? We did not have no gas in the tank. Emerson did not have no money on his card. All we had was a little EBT. And if we didn't have that, we would have starved, my nigga. We would have starved.
Yep. So shout out to Sinatra for the EBT card.
No. Shout out to the government.
Shout out to Obama for the for the EBT, cause that was a tough time. So we had food, cold food, cause we can't get hot. It was cold, and it was raining. I'm up there trying to go in the SunTrust to open up an account so I can scheme my way to get some more money, so we can get back.
Walking around the parking lot asking for money.
What happened? What wound up happening? Your mom,
Yeah, I told my mom.
she transferred some money to the Suncoast account so we can fill up on some gas.
She said, my mama was mad at you. She was like, why he brought you all that money? And he knew he ain't had no money in his account. Girl, let me get my baby from over there. I'm finna
Hey.
send him some money.
Hey, I was trying to make your dreams come true, and I wanted to go too.
Baby, you gonna do it broke.
What?
Baby, if you gonna make it come true, it's broke. I'd rather not.
Oh man.
I'd rather not.
Needless to say, we were able to get back. You know, aside from it raining and you know us being tired and you know being stranded basically and not having you know gas money aside from my mother-in-law to get back.
And guess what else? We ain't have sex the whole trip.
It's too much. Is way too much going on. Way too much going on.
That was never the plan, though.
Yeah,
Hurry
that
up,
was
I need
never
to go
the
in the
plan.
kitchen and I don't have no clothes on.
Lord, if you go out of you can get in the kitchen and not be in the camera.
What you said?
I said you can get you can get in the kitchen and not be in the camera. So yeah, the moral of the story is whenever you plan a trip, make sure you have enough money for incidentals.
And an EBT card.
An EBT card for food. But if you want hot food, you're going to have to carry some cash. Because you ain't going to eat nothing but bananas and some fruits and some cold sandwiches and stuff with EBT or whatever the case may be. It's good to be ambitious. It's good to want to, make it. But, don't be afraid to ask for some help. Be wise.
No, don't ask for no help. Just don't go.
Don't ask for help, just don't go. That's what she said.
Yeah, if you gotta ask for it, then you shouldn't be going.
Have big dreams. Have big vision. But also have a big plan.
You have some big money. And if
We
you don't
serve
have
a
some
big God.
You was loud, boy.
Sorry. We got kids. They sleep. They yeah.
Shoot.
But yeah, so that's story time. Thanks to me.
Good job, babe. It was a good one, too.
Maybe she'll do her own rendition.
Nope, you did it.
Maybe I'll save this so you can put it on your YouTube.
Sure.
Hi, YouTube. My name is Emerson Tillman. I have a YouTube page under Emerson Tillman. I say a lot of good stuff about God.
Boy, get
Most of the videos
tail.
on Sinatra's YouTube I recorded because I support my wife. So share with your friends, check out her stuff, like her videos, because she is the big thing. She's not the next big thing. She is the big thing.
Jesus is the big thing. I'm thirsty, so.
Yeah, I'm going to let my wife get in here so that she can not be ashamed of her nakedness.
I'm putting my...
You heard the what? the bass?
The bass.
Oh.
I'm putting my fingers in his booty.
That's what you have to look towards to in a happy marriage. Love y'all. Thank you for watching now or later. And until next time, be blessed.
Man.
Manifest.